Hello everyone, it's your girl Daya here, and since I put out the podcast episode about are you petty or not, it kind of goes hand in hand with what I'm about to touch on because I spoke about it in my podcast. So going back to that. So this Mean Girls topic today, which I'll try to do under 10 minutes, is the fact that I had a lot of people sabotaging my collabs or any projects of mine that I took seriously. So just as a recap, I'm a makeup artist and I'm always scouting and looking for other makeup artists to collab with. One of my goals and dreams in life is to also be a modeling agency that I run. And because, my kids want to be models, I know other people who I want to help that goal and that dream happen for them. And so these collabs are like a gateway for me to get used to that. But long story short, I would try to always do collabs at least weekly or even monthly. And I would always come across women who were super excited to join my vision, join my collabs. And then I had women who were absolutely insecure, wanting to always join the collab, but be toxic the whole process. Now you may ask, what the heck did that look like? Okay, so here's a few examples. Confirmation. I would have a woman in the group who was actually kind of like a bit older than me, so you would think she would know better. But what happened is she would like to get the theme of the collab, and then the collab would happen. Like, we would all finish our looks, but then she felt the need to always post the look before the due date, before the date of us all being able to post it. So she's like, she always had to be the first artist to be seen in that look. And to some people, y'all may say, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Yes, it is, because it made the other artists not only feel like they had to rush and post. If someone gives you clear instructions on when to post the stuff, like, hey, we're just getting looks in. Sorry about that. If we're just getting our look at, everybody's getting their look in, nobody has posted yet because still waiting for a couple other people, and she would just post. She would just be like, yeah, whatever. And I knew that this was intentional and on purpose, because when I was watching her closely, because I watch people to see if they do it to others and if it's just a me thing, or if they're just trying to just make me feel isolated. But it was not. She does this to everybody. She did it to everybody. And I watched her get in somebody's collab and then post the looks way before the other artist. And so I asked her about it, and she's like, yeah, girl, I don't give a damn if they got a problem with me posting my stuff before them. I don't give a damn. That's not my problem. I'm going to do what I want to do, type of attitude. So when she did it to me a few times, because I give people a lot of chances, that's when I knew she got to go. And that's exactly what I did. Block her. Another example was a female who was doing the absolute most. Her cosplay and costume looks would look so on point for everybody else's collabs, and once again, I'm very observant. And then when it would come to her joining my collabs, it would be literally her doing the least, like the basic of basic, barely any makeup, barely any pizzazz, barely any artistry or fun into it. And people may say, Sadea, that's rude, she tried her best. I don't want to hear it. I am a go big or go home person. And if you cannot treat my craft like take it seriously or think it's a little joke or think like, oh, I'm not a businesswoman and I'm just doing this for kick and giggles, but then go to your friends' vision and project and take it seriously and put some love into it, you can go too. And that's what happened. I got rid of her as well. No need to keep people around like that. She was rude to me. Confirmation. She was very rude. She was very short, wordy with me, but everybody else in the group chat, she had the utmost respect, talked for like full blown sentences, like I said, not one wordy with me. And that's when I knew, oh, you trying to sabotage my project. Nope. Now, this same girl has done other things too to try to sabotage my collabs, such as being in the group chat and able to take the ideas that I for like a collab, because I would let the artist pick what kind of theme they wanted to do. I would have the themes like, and then they would vote. And so this girl would take the themes that wasn't picked and bring them to my op, another makeup artist that I had a falling out with. And she could not be neutral. She was never being neutral. She was constantly taking stuff from me or being rude to me, but then going to her and being, like I said, like putting her all into the collabs and just having respect. People tend to not have respect for me just to make me feel small or little or like irrelevant, and so they'll play these tactics with me. So another way that people were trying to sabotage my collabs, there was a Hispanic woman in the collabs that I was with, and she was nice at first, but then I realized that she comes off a little bit racist because, well, fuck it, not a little bit. She was very weird and racist. Because she always wanted to be in, and not once again, very observant. She would always be up in black women's spaces, places, and faces. And then when, and she would come into my group chat and like invite people to her collabs, which I'm like, yes, please, network, everybody network. Like, if you're having a collab, network. If you're having a collab, network. She decided to network with only the Hispanic and Latina women and leave all the black women out. If you go to her page, you'll know and you'll see. Because at a certain point in time, she was just on a wave of only collabing with Latina or Hispanic people. Now, she would invite black artists. She would invite us. You know how many times she invited me to be a part of her collab? And then when I would try to get details or try to see how, like, what the theme is or what, she would always ghost me. And she would also ghost the other black women. I spot everything. This lady, she was quite literally just picking through people's group chats, hopping in people's group chats to only grab the Hispanic and Latina women and inviting the black women, but not really messing with us and actually quite literally ghosting us. So, of course, naturally, I got her out of my space and place and face, because you're not about to do that to my black queens. No, you're not. And so and then it was just like, also like a lot of people, something else too, was like a lot of people would try to trigger me, like say the most stupid or just rude things to try to get a reaction out of me. There was a girl who I suspect was using drugs, and she's just sitting, like, she literally kept asking everybody in the group chat for money, and she knows that I talked to her separately, and was like, hey, you know, I don't have it. And then so she brought it to the group chat again, and I snapped on her like, girl, if you don't stop and go to the welfare building, like, I have to. And then I realized like that was wrong, and I apologized to her in the group chat or in front of everybody, and she was not satisfied, so I got her gone too.